Yara, King Vice back in the building, man. You know, we had to address some other items before getting into this one, man. But I was your boy was amped up to do this recap or this review of the movie Us. Jordan Peele, man, he's a genius, man. You know, he won cool points with me, man. When I heard him say Stephen King was one of his inspirations, man. And you know, we ain't had good horror flicks since Stephen King and Wes Craven, man. I know y'all remember. They just remade it, but you got Pet Sematary. Look, they about to remake that one too, man. Freddy Krueger, Jason, Michael Myers, and the list go on, man. So he definitely won cool points with me, man. Stephen King has always been one of my favorite filmmakers, man. So without further ado, like I said, your boy, I got scriptures here from this movie, but I'm gonna try not to hold y'all too long because folks done really went in on this. I'm a little delayed on this. Like I said, I had to get the Nip Hustle tribute out. That was the previous episode, man, and but I just want to cover just a few items, man, that really resonated with me, that jumped out at your boy, man. I haven't seen it the second time yet. This is just, you know, from the first viewing. You know, I know a lot of y'all already kind of put together Us, aka US. Some people done already said get out, US, get out of the US. You feel me? At this point, folks might want to move around. You know what I'm saying? About 4 or 5 key themes I was able to kind of check out throughout the movie, right? Like I said, about 4 or 5 themes. One of them, first one was family, okay? Now keep in mind, the movie's based around a very melanated family. You feel me? Yo, welcome back to the Grind AVE Podcast, peoples. We supposed to get this one out of the way, man, but you know, a couple other pressing items, man. R.I.P. Nip Hustle, man. You know, that was the previous episode. Had to do a quick tribute. It was right before the killer was captured, man. But you know, that kind of put this one on the back burner. I know a lot of people already did their review on the movie Us, but I just kind of want to holler at y'all, man, about a couple key items I was able to pull up out the movie, man. I ain't gonna keep y'all too long because some of y'all done went crazy with these reviews, man. It's about an hour or 2 long joints, but I love it because it's making people think. You feel me? I don't like predictable movies, man, and so stuff like this is right up my alley, man. Like I like the movie Seven, Sixth Sense, Silence of the Lambs, psychological thrillers, man. Like I can appreciate that, man. So for those of y'all, man, who could only identify with movies like Menace to Society and Don't Be a Menace and all this shit that ain't gonna have you thinking, this movie ain't for you, man. I saw a chick do a review and she was really highly upset because the movie made her think. She was really mad. We didn't come to the movie for all this. That's why, just because he black, we shouldn't support him. Ignorant. Pure ignorant, man. But anyway, let me get into this, man. Because like I said, I got like five and a half pages, man. I'm not going to keep y'all too long. Few themes that jumped out at me right off the top, right? Some confirmed by your boy Jordan as well. Like this whole 80s thing. I don't know if y'all peeped that out. 80s theme heavily throughout the movie. Freddy Krueger, the one glove. Jason. The boy's name was Jason. He ran around with the mask on. Michael Jackson, the one glove. He confirmed that. The movie Jaws, the little boy when he was on the beach. He had the Jaws shirt on, which he got directly from your boy Stephen King. Called him up. That shirt is from that movie. What else? The Lost Boys. I don't know if y'all see Lost Boys is one of my favorite flicks, man, from back in the days, man. It was the vampire movie. I think it had Corey Was it Corey Haim, Corey Feldman? I think both of them might have been in the movie. Vampire movie, man. Dope as hell. Cry, little sister. Dope ass song on that soundtrack. I might sample that shit too. Don't take my idea, man. Square business. But you had the 80s thing. You had the whole idea of being tethered, linked together. Okay? Classism. Yeah, you got some race stuff in there too, but like he already confirmed this is more about America in itself. Jeremiah 11. Okay? Family, duality. I might have said family already, but those are some of the things that right away jumped out at me. And so you really got to understand duality, or the whole idea of two different meanings, man. And you know, dude is slick, man. I love slick filmmakers. You know, I like shit that's gonna make you think, man. So when I think about duality, one of the things that jumped out to me is, one of the obvious things is when you looked at the brother, man, the brother seemed weak as hell. The husband, whenever something popped off, this Mark could not move. He couldn't lift shit. He couldn't swing. You know, Lupita over there, bamming cats, she scribing, doing, even the little girl chopping cats' heads off. You know what I'm saying? So right away, you like, dude, what the hell? This is the castration of the black man. What is this, the emasculating the brother? Like, what is this about? Making us look weak as hell. But again, duality. You got to keep that in mind. See, us creatives understand you got to look beyond the surface, man. Because right away, you're like, man, this dude. But then on the flip side of that, big brother, docile. You know, America's always looked at the the big black dude, he's scary. Ooh, remember when they shot the one brother? Oh man, that guy looks scary. This dude, the police saying that from the helicopter. Oh, that guy looks scary. So what does Jordan Peele do? Okay, get y'all big black brother. Matter of fact, both of them is from Black Panther. I'm gonna put a big black brother in this movie. He's gonna be more docile. He's not aggressive. Not violent, unless he had to be, but even still, he didn't really do much. But what does that say to the people? Look, just because you might see a big black brother don't mean you ain't got to be scared of him. Not every brother is aggressive. Not every big black male, you know what I'm saying, is looking to do something to you. Something else I took up out of that, man. Now, I know within a lot of other cultures, you know, the male or the paternal figure is kind of the symbolism of strength, or is the rock. But see, within our culture, the black woman has been the rock. No debate. So when you sing Lupita slashing and even the little girl was handling business. See, to me, that's what that was symbolic of, because a black woman has had to fight through a lot of shit, man. So don't get me wrong. Of course, we have too. See, they fear us the most. You feel me? They fear us the most. So don't get it twisted. But right away, that's something that people, they're like, why come in every scene this brother can't do? He ain't. You know what I'm saying? That was like an obvious, observation that I peeped out. Let me see. See what else we got, man. The song I Got 5 on it was symbolic, man. That was. I know he used it mainly because of that dun 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 dun. He said that just was a scary little riff throughout that song, so he had to utilize it for that. But also, just looking at the music these days, when they was listening to the song in the car, and how the young lady was able to point out, like, well, the song's about drugs. You know, like, oh man, the following, nah, man, it's a dope song. Ooh, ooh, ooh. That was symbolic as well on how we know shit inappropriate. We'll still let the kids listen to the song, sing along with it and everything. Another piece too, though, which is something that probably came out. I know y'all probably heard it already, but also how the mother was off beat, the little boy was off beat too. Remember, she wasn't the real person. Neither was he. That was something that kind of came out as well. At some point, the little boy was swapped. That wasn't the real Jason. Okay? Fuck the police. Remember that song was playing? That was intentional as well. I think that's for obvious reasons. But also, notice how they called the police. They never came. Put two and two together. So when we need you, mom, y'all ain't nowhere around. When we don't need you, mom, that's when you arrive and shit ain't never good. You see what I'm saying? Or 9 times out of 10. You feel me? Let me see. Let's continue this song, man. Let's continue this song, man. The whole idea of cloning. We know they've been cloning shit for a while now. They've been cloning food, animals, people. See, this ain't far-fetched, man. Government experiments, like the little girl said. You know, I've been watching the news. They've been talking about how the fluoride this is an experiment. Again, this movie is about the U.S. They've conducted experiments on people forever. Tuskegee experiment. Injecting black folk with syphilis. Let's continue. The tethered, or should I say the shadows are underground. Okay? Viewed as bad people, viewed as negative. When really the folks that's above ground are the evil ones. So that begs the question, who's who? Who's really evil? Upper class, lower class? Look at what she did, choked her out. I'm gonna take your life and I'm gonna replace my... What is America known for? Taking shit. Like real talk. We are known for stealing things. What America do is they take shit and slap their name on like they done did some shit. Well, we discovered America. People was already here, man, when you got here, man. You feel me? That's what that was symbolic about. I'm gonna choke your shit out and take your life. Historically, this is what America has done. I remember this kind of remind me of the interview Vlad had with your boy with Ari Spears, man. And Ari Spears was like, he's like, white people, he said, y'all have pulled the biggest Jedi mind trick of them all. Y'all done try to convince the whole world that they're supposed to fear black folk. He said, when historically, white folk have been the most treacherous, violent motherfucker known to man. This is facts. You know what I'm saying? Factual shit. You stole the land from the Indians, from the natives. You stole us from our land. Cutting babies out of folks' stomach. Conducting experiments. A lot of the medical advancements that we have now is because of experiments you conducted on our people. I can't think of the woman's name, man, that her blood or her DNA is still used to this day to produce certain treatments or medicines, man, they got from a black woman. So when people say the black woman is earth, but anyway, like I said, it's so much to unpack with it. I don't want to get too crazy and get too off course, man. But man, this was a dope film. I'm definitely gonna go see it again, man. See what other gems I could pull up out of it, man. Like the Bible verse, Jeremiah 11:11 again had to do with God coming back and his wrath and bestowing evil upon his people, in which they will cry out, but He ain't hearing none of that. Basically, because of the dirt that's been done. Have we been walking in this path? It's real. It's real, man. Let me see, because this is, I said I wasn't going to get too long on this, but I can see why folks ended up with like 2-3 hour long reviews, man. You got redlining, man. When people say, as far as the holding hands and the spread throughout the country of America, I know it had to do with, the hands across America, but again, that was symbolic. We trying to keep folks out. What is this fear of other people? Why are we building walls of other people when in reality, we are the real monsters? America has been the real monster. Be fearful of ourselves. You see what I'm saying? Let me see what else, man. It's deep, man. The rabbits represent fertility, man. Excuse me. Lupita, what do you take out of when she said we're Americans? Some of the shit was pretty obvious, We're just like you. You had this, but I had that. You was doing this, but we did that. We only had this, y'all had this, and your life was so much more better. But yet we're all Americans. Why didn't you take me with you? Is that a fear? So again, when we talk about the whole crabs in the barrel syndrome, choking somebody out, boom, stepping on somebody else so I could get ahead. That's what we talking about. That's what she did. That's what that was symbolic of, man. That one in particular is really, I feel, has more to do with us, our people, than others. Because I don't know what this fear is about everybody else coming up and living a good life. We want to be the one, hey, you better, I gotta get mine before you gotta get yours. Like this, we done made songs about that. But yet in the end, she had to go back in order to find herself. That's what we trying to do as a people, find ourselves, man. We the stolen legacy. We've been stolen. You got folks doing the African or the AfricanAncestry.com, and we got to go and do all this extra shit to try to figure out what tribe we might have been from. Like, dude, we are stolen people. Still trying to find ourselves. Let me see, man. Let me see. What else we got, man? Man. I realized dude got 5 pages. Real talk. The whole thing with the House of Mirrors. See, the House of Mirrors, again, forcing you to look at yourself. We have to, America right now, we're on full display. Forcing us to look at ourselves. Like, this is the worst America has looked in a long time, man. And it's on full display. Whole world. Whole world checking us out. You dig? It don't look good. From the commander-in-chief on down, it don't look good. Chance, opportunity. Colonizers. Another thing too, man, I was able to check out, man, looking at the names. Dude's name was Abraham, which stood for, he was the father of the Hebrew nation. You feel me? He didn't talk much, but he handled business. You see what I'm saying? You see the opposite? Abraham didn't say much, but he was a doer. His opposite, the one that was above, with the Howard shirt on, did a lot of talking, but when it came down to having to do some shit, Lupita had to handle business. You feel me? To me, Abraham represented black men. We got to get back to the roots of being the doers, taking our rightful, taking that place. You feel me? Like old girl Red left him to look. He already knew what to do. He couldn't say much, but look, he just went and handled shit. Period. You feel me? Period, point blank. Let me see, what else, man? Another obvious one, man. Our environment shapes who we are. Peep that out, man. I know this is getting a little lengthy, but peep it out. Our environment shapes who we are. So even though red was the good one, folks probably were just looking at her on the surface. Ooh, she look, I don't know, she look a little suspect, a little shady. But the folks that look normal, the one that looked normal was the evil one. You feel me? Again, who is who? That's what he was trying to show you. Don't get it confused. Just because folks is trying to paint us in this picture don't mean that that's who we are. And don't take just because folks is protesters, just because you see us come and fight and stand up for a cause, oh, them people is crazy, they violent. No, they are rebelling against the motherfuckers that stole their legacy. It's deep, man. It's deep. This is definitely gonna probably be a part 2, man. Cause I'm looking at this like, man. Let me see. What else? I could dig through this thing and shoot. Each one of these bullets I could speak on forever. Again, old girl was fearful, man. When they got back to the beach, she was scared. Not only because she did dirt, but she was scared of finding herself. But she knew she would have to come face to face with herself. Like she said, I could feel her. See what I'm saying? They were too linked. Remember what happened up top? They were down below doing the same thing. When old girl was doing the ballet shit, old girl was down there too. Fucking it up. That's how they knew she was special. They knew she had to be the one who was going to lead them out of the rebellion. Or you know what I'm saying? It was going to lead the rebellion. She was also kind of reflective of Harriet Tubman, leading her people. The Underground Railroad. Y'all make that connection. I peeped out too, man. Old girl she was pretty slick with it, man. You see the way she was styling on her, did a little fight scene. She was on some Floyd shit, man. She was fleet of foot like a old girl was swinging. She was just whoop, 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 and smooth walked off like real quick, like she didn't hit her or nothing. Did you peep that out? Did you peep how the assimilated folk was actually more violent than the shadows were? They didn't come in, they could have thrashed them when they first got in, but they sat down and chopped it up with them. Dropped their science on them real quick. You feel me? But anyway, man, I gotta get up out of here, man. I gotta get up out of here. I might do a part 2. You know what I'm saying? But chime in, man. Tell me what y'all think, man. Cause I love to build about films like this, man, in general. So I know I'm gonna go see it a second time, man. Maybe even a third, man. See what else I can pull up out of it. I had a lot more to cover, man. But like I said, I didn't want to get too long, even though I'm already there. But I'm out of here, man. I'll holler at y'all.
Don't be mad, I was born to do this, bro. Y'all know what it is from the intro. Hot to the end by starring in this. I got